Hello, welcome to my channel, the Jimmy Jam Oracle, and today we're going to do another Celtic cross for Foodie Beauty. There's not too much going on with her. She's trying to start back up the couples channel, and so far her health journey is offline, and it seems like she's gone back to mukbangs. So let's ask the spirits. Oh, let's welcome the spirits. Thank them for joining us today, and I thank you for joining me today, and welcome. Of course. All right. So we ask the spirits, is there anything we should know? Please tell us. And Foodie's Celtic cross, please. And thank you. And I have my handy dandy guidebook, because I'm not great at this. Not yet. I hope to be someday. Okay, so we start with the first card. First card is the present position. It represents the immediate circumstances in which the questioner currently lives. It can show the influence at work right now, or it can just represent the questioner themselves. So we have the first one right there. We have the star. Good, strong start, the star, right next to the moon. Here we go. Says Aquarius pours forth creativity and new ideas. This card denotes hope and inspiration, perhaps from an unexpected source. The foundation is sound, changes natural imbalance. A bright future is in store. In terms of representing the questioner, pours forth creativity and new ideas and inspiration. I just said she is just trying to start back up the couples channel, and they're trying to come up with new ideas, new places to go, and I think this is what that card is representing, which makes it a great first card to start with. It's always good to start with a card that represents literally the current situation. I guess I always have that anxiety of I'm going to get a card and I have no idea how to interpret it, which has happened before. We have our second card. We have influences. So this card could be an obstacle card or some sort of influence that's lying just ahead. But it's a situation that represents something that's coming across the questioner, which is why we lay it down like this. And we have the Two of Swords. So let's find our swords are in the back. Yes, they are. Here we go. Okay. It says diplomacy is required, but agreement can be reached. Relations will warm up, but it will take time. All right. It also can describe a situation that is delicately balanced. So diplomacy and relations will warm up. I'm assuming, again, this is about the couples channel. It also talks about diplomacy, agreement, which that would bring Salah into the read. It kind of suggests that perhaps they're both coming up with ideas for the couples channel and they're having to compromise with each other. That's the feeling I get from it, especially concerning the creativity bit underneath it. Okay. So then we have third card, which I can never remember which card is which. It says goal or destiny. Okay, so this is kind of like the wish card. This card doesn't necessarily mean anything that's going to happen or what could happen. It's basically like what the questioner wants most, their dreams. So even though it says destiny, but it says it represents the questioner's goal and indicates what the questioner can expect given the current state of affairs. It can also give a clue to the questioner's hopes and fears about the future. That's why it crowns the questioner, because it's something they look up to and hope for. Alright, so that card, we flip it. The Fool. Alright, cool. the first card. Says this card portrays a young, carefree traveler embarking on life's journey. The bag on his shoulder holds the tools of life, and the white rose denotes pure intentions, indicates a willingness to leap into the unknown and start anew. Yeah, I guess that would be like a goal for Chantal, and that is actually something that like really represents her a willingness to leap into the unknown. Because she said on trial before that because someone asked her about her future plans, and she said that it was really difficult for her to say because she's very much like in the moment, and the reason she's like that is because she's not afraid to jump into the unknown. Like she got on a plane to move to Kuwait knowing practically nothing, and like the card is representing like something she can expect from her current situation. Her current situation is that she's already like this, and the fact that they're like the spirits are telling us right now that she can and will jump into the unknown and start over. And to a degree, it also could represent the couples channel, to where she's wanting to start over, start fresh, put some new content on there as well. And also that, again, representing a goal or even like an outcome that she can expect from the current situation. All right, so we're starting off on a pretty good note. Oh, that was okay. So we have the fourth card, which is Distant Past Foundations. It explains how the current situation came about. And it can be based on broad events that have already taken place. It can include questioner's personal history or other background information, including childhood or early life experiences. So this card is behind the questioner because it's already happened. Can't remember its placement. What? Yeah. That was right. Right there. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to get the placement right. All right. What's behind the questioner? We have the Eight of Swords. And she's reversed. It says past events come back to haunt you. A few extra safety precautions will prevent accidents. Okay. So it's saying the past is coming back to haunt Chantal. I see that practically every day, especially in her live streams. One of the things that gets her like enraged is when people bring up her past relationship or past deeds that she's done. Even like the past like cleanliness of the villa keeps coming back, and Chantal is in a constant state of having her past thrown into her face. It's awesome that we have a card representing the past in the past position. So we have the fifth card, which is recent past events. So this card could have went back to like childhood and stuff like that, and the recent past events is more something that happened like a few weeks ago or even like a few months ago. Definitely something probably more specific. Oh, here we go. Actions or behavior in the past that influence the current situation. So this card is beneath the questioner. And we flip. The Two of Cups. Okay, it's reversed. This is I know the word, I just have trouble saying it. A tumultuous relationship has too many ups and downs. Open the lines of communication to avoid misunderstandings. Okay, so this can actually go hand in hand with the diplomacy card. The reason diplomacy is needed right now, it's one of the obstacles, because it seems like her and Chantal are in disagreement, probably in connection to the couples channel. maybe he has ideas he's wanting to do, and then she has her own like limitations to things she just can't and won't do, and that could be causing excuse me, problems in the relationship, or it has recently, as this is still in the past position. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, sometimes when I'm sitting here and I'm talking a lot, I get a little bit of a frog in my throat. Okay, so now we have the 6th card, which is the future influence. So this is the card that represents near future, including people entering the picture and short-term changes that may occur. So this sits in front of the questioner. Flip it, and we have the 10 of Rods. Oh no. I practically opened it and then here we go. Feeling burnt out, the pressure will ease soon. Physical exercise and relaxation will help maintain your health. All right, physical exercise. So it seems like there might be some movement in Chantal's future. It also, in the beginning, it says an old man is staggering under the weight of many burdens. And then it says feeling burnt out. So it could be in the near future, it seems like Chantal will start feeling pressure about her health and will perhaps start a whole health arc. Brand new. All over again. Once more. So it seems like a health arc might be in our future. And this might be spurned, the pressure might be spurned from this, because like I just said, the couples channel, there's some sort of disagreement going on there. There has been recently about, I suspect it has something to do with Chantal's health limitations and what Salah, the content he's wanting to bring to the channel. Like he's probably wanting to do more camping and like traveling and stuff like that. And Chantal, I honestly believe she's just not physically capable of doing much. And I think that's what spurs on the physical exercise part of this card. So now we have 7th card. It's about the questioner. It says, it's how the questioner feels about the present situation. It may reveal a course of action as well as suggest the role the questioner must play in directing future events. So it's like the spirit suggestion card, I think. Well, it might reveal... Is that what it says? Oh, questioner... how they also feel about the current situation. Or a course of action. And we have the moon. It's right side up. The moon should be right next to the sun. There it is. Alright, it says the moon rules the subconscious. Psychic powers are revealed. Intuition is strong. As the moon waxes and wanes, beware of deception and the shifting sands of superficial relationships. Also suggests that unusual supernatural events may occur. A touch of lunacy is in the air. Okay. Okay, so if this is a card that's representing, oh gosh, what did I say? If I opened up the right page, I could have told you. So the questioner feels about the present situation could indicate the intuition. Chantal does have this delusion. I'm going to say it's a delusion that she knows what she needs to do to lose weight. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. I have no faith in that statement at all, or I have no faith in her intuition in that regard. But that's something that she believes. But then we also have a beware of deception. And I think that's a course of action part of this card, is where for Chantal to believe her own delusion, she has to lie. Not just to herself, but she has to lie to everyone. So I do believe there is going to be, or there has been, some deception in regards to the weight loss, the journey, the behind the scenes health arc that she's taking right now. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think so. I just think this is part of her cycle where she quits the diet and then we're going to restart soon. All right, so then we have environmental factors for the 8th card, and so it represents people and just outside factors that may affect the outcome. So it would be a card that represents something outside of Chantal, whether it's Salah or reaction channels or even her own audience. Or it could also point to the questioner's relationship to other people. So let's put that down. And then we have the 9 of Cups. I thought that was the Wish card. But this one's reversed, so it's probably not meaning that. It is the Wish card, but it is reversed. So it says, errors or obstacles stand in the way of success. Don't allow an excess of confidence to blind you to the truth. Okay, so that's a good one. So Chantal being blind to the truth was literally what I was just talking about, and it's right here next to a deception card. It says, errors and obstacles stand in the way of success. So the obstacle in the outside influence part, I believe, might be reaction channels themselves, or even like Sansa. She does Foodie's like calorie counting and like nutrition lookup for her mukbangs. And even like Foodie's made comments about her, about how like there's no way she's right, and I don't think she is right, because she'll even admit like, yeah, I didn't account for the butter that went in this or the oil that went in that. Like, if Stanza, like, she's lowballing it, in my opinion. But I believe that would be the obstacle. Even it says errors or obstacles, so even like the error could be Foodie's own inability to accurately count calories. And then even like this little bit of saying, it says, you know, don't allow an excess of confidence to blind you to the truth. And that's Foodie's fundamental problem right there. She's so confident in her own delusions that she deludes herself. And that's definitely an obstacle. And then we have the next card. We have inner emotions. So it's what fears trouble the questioner. What does the questioner secretly wish for? It can show hidden desires and attitudes of the questioner, as well as upcoming changes in the questioner's perspective. It's a loaded one. I like to think of it as a wild card. Okay, so we have the 6 of Rods, and it is reversed. Right. Make sure I got the right card. It says, could signify an empty victory or someone else taking credit for your work. Wow, that's strange. I wonder if it's the attitude of the questioner, especially taking credit for your work. That's a kind of a stab to the reaction channels, I think, to where Foodie does have this perception of like, they're making money off of me, off of my content, off of, you know, I'm doing the work, and then they're just piggybacking, you know. But yeah, I think that's what that means. That's just her general feeling about reaction. And it is interesting that it's above a card that I felt like could be about reaction channels. So I just like how those two are related to each other. Well, I think they're related. And it would make more sense that way. Alright, so we have the final card, my favorite card, the outcome. So this card reveals the ultimate outcome of the situation if events continue in their present course, based on the influences described by the other cards in the spread. Alright, so this is the outcome that we can expect. And we have the 9 of Rods. He's right side up. Oh, and he's like right next. Well, not right next, but like the page over. It says, already wounded, a worried man braces for the next salvo. This is the eye of the storm. The situation will worsen before it improves, but you are prepared. Yeah, I can see that. Especially the will worsen before it improves. And even like the eye of the storm part of the card, like right now there is kind of a lull. Like there's not too much. Like yeah, she kind of had like that ish with Shandy, but it's whatever. But there's definitely like a lull in the like the health arc and um, the couples channel. But it does. This card does indicate the situation is going to get worse long before it gets better, and I think that's true just because of Chantal's spiral. You know, we all call it her cycle. I like to call it her spiral because, like I said, they get shorter and shorter and shorter. So this over here indicates like, okay, she's gonna work on the couples channel. There might be some little ish going on, but diplomacy. Maybe they figure it out. But this argument, whatever dispute it is, I think it's going to send her into a new health arc. And then we just start the cycle all over again where she starts complaining that the reaction channels are taking up her money and we just go right back through and the situation just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I think that is what is in store for Foodie. At least that's what the spirits say. All right. So we're done with that Celtic cross. And as a thank you for joining me today, I like to do what I call an intuition pull. So let me shuffle these up real quick and get those cards nice and in there. I'm not a great shuffler, so don't be surprised if you see familiar faces. All right, intuition pull. Where am I pulling? Over here. And what did you get? You got the Ace of Swords, but it's reversed. And it's the last card in my book, so it's super easy to find. The abuse of power can lead to discontent. Throwing up obstacles in another's path will only cause you embarrassment. Re-examine your motives. All right, re-examine your motives. And thank you for joining me, and you have a great day.